Let's react to these, guys. Let's react to these together. But that's okay. Addressing allegations. But I still want to see this, though. This caught me off guard, and thus I will do it. Why did Yuri save your life?
Yuri saved my life, okay? Everybody be talking about how much they love Yuri these days, but they don't understand I've played these games before. I've played these games before. They don't understand. The story begins when I was very young. I discovered Marissa and Raven. And this was the beginning of the end. This was a gateway drug, as they teach. A gateway drug into the world of Yuri, the addictive world of Yuri. I was hooked immediately. I was hooked.
Oh my.
And it was already over for me then. It truly saved my life, however. It saved me.
How did it save your life? How did it save your life?
It all began when I started scouring the internet for any Yuri I could find. And I found it in the places of manhwa, manga, webtoons.
Yes.
All of those kind. And there's this one in specific on the webtoon. It was a webtoon. A manhwa.
It was a webtoon.
And the thing is,
it was a webtoon.
It truly kept me alive because on every Saturday, a new episode would be released. A new chapter of this fantasy story, this fantasy Yuri, this fantasy GL.
Drinking water.
And
Drinking
it's called
water.
Your Throne, by the way. And I would just be completely and utterly hooked onto the story. I would be completely and utterly hooked onto this beautiful fantasy story of two women who are struggling to be in love despite the odds of their brutal fantasy world. And it kept me from thinking about
why
it kept me in my deepest, darkest moments.
Are you gonna just talk about?
Okay. Just holding on and waiting through life, waiting through the week, just one more week so I can hear the following story, so I can continue my Yuri life.
You gotta continue that Yuri life, continue that Yuri life.
A story is life-changing.
You'll grow into a great comedian one day.
And since then, I've consumed all kinds of Yuri. I've consumed toxic Yuri, forbidden Yuri, dirty Yuri, clean Yuri, all of that kind. Childhood friends Yuri, enemies, lovers Yuri. All of that. You name it, I've probably read it. Bad Thinking Diary, all of those authors. Lilith, I've read all of them. I've read most Yuri that you could ever think about. You wouldn't understand. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Is Yuri a lifestyle, Rousey? Is Yuri a lifestyle?
Pixie.
It's a lifestyle.
Hours and hours of Pixie. Even during class.
I mean,
yes. Scouring for fan art like this. Scouring from Yuri fan art on Twitter. Yuri. You cannot understand. It is a life force. It is truly a life force inside of you. And someday, I've even begun to apply what I've learned in these Yuris in my everyday life.
What?
It's truly impactful. It's changed my life.
What are you gonna use?
I spread Yuri, and in the end, it's become a part of me. It's become a part of me.
How are you gonna use it in your? How do you use Yuri in your everyday life?
And how I experience life.
I'm gonna react to random parts of this. I'm gonna do the addressing the allegations later. What is this one?
I'm going to raise up all the HUDs with this backpack at school. Yeah, baby! I have not only one, but two Yowie backpacks. So if one of them breaks, or if I don't have enough space in this one, I can carry you two of them, okay? I can carry one on each shoulder.
I don't think that's smart.
This is my favorite anime ever. Free the anime, okay? So basically,
you like Free.
About a swim. It's about swimming. I joined the school swim team because I loved Free so much. Swimming, sports is exactly like in the animes. Do not be afraid to try new things, okay? It's exactly like anime. Everything is like anime. Life is anime. Life is yaoi. So,
life is yaoi.
This is my personal
Life is yaoi. Well, that's a sentence I didn't think I would hear.
I find him so relatable. I kin him, okay? Anyway, you see, isn't this so nice? And look at the back, it even has this like sick pattern.
Yes, I see the pattern.
Gonna scurry to me, okay? They're gonna be like, oh my god, Yuyu, I love your new backpack. I also love Free. Can I get your Snapchat? Can I get your IG? That's exactly what's going to happen to me at school today. I can't wait to wear this to school, guys.
I just saw the video after this one. I don't think that's what had happened. I don't think that's what happened. Stop. And it's the same person, but I wanted to react to the one after that. I'm gonna watch the aftermath. It's 3-minute aftermath. What happened?
I got discriminated against at school for my free Yowie backpack. Okay? Because what's wrong that in the 21st century we can't even freely express ourselves? We can't show our interests. Like Like, I don't understand.
Honestly,
like, what's wrong
we
with
weren't
that?
even allowed
Everything we
anything
do
but
is
plain
subject to
backpacks
judgment.
at my old
It's
school.
subject to societal pressure. It's subject to, I don't know, like peer pressure. We're all subject to judgment, no matter what we do.
The backpack is great. It's just that it's
I just like,
very
I
random.
don't even know at this point. Like, why is everything
aftermath.
so political? Like, why is everything so dang political? It's never that deep. Like, it's never that deep. Why can't people just love what they love? Because I was with my backpack. I was so excited.
Yeah, you can love
I
that.
thought all the fine shy were gonna be like, oh my god, she's so nonchalant. She has so much aura. I want to connect with her. We have mutual interests or something like that.
You brought 2 backpacks to
I kept
school.
asking for my number and stuff, but no, that's not what happened. I walked into school with this on my back. Okay, I was doing 360s through the halls.
360s?
Spinning in circles so everyone in all directions could see my new bag. I was so excited. So when I went to homeroom, I was in homeroom, right? And then my homeroom teacher was like, I was like, what do you think of my bag? And she's like, I love your new bag. I admire your confidence to be so free and expressing the way that you are. So I was like, wow, like she likes it. She likes it.
Yay!
She's not glazing, right?
At least you got that.
Because the moment I left that classroom, things went downhill.
What
This
happened?
one girl, she's been my op since
What
first grade.
happened?
Okay, she's been my op since first grade. And this girl, she sees me with my new bag, my new shiny new Free the Anime bag. And then she's
Keep
just
wearing
looking at
it,
and she
girl.
looks to her
Keep
friend,
wearing
and she
it.
points at my bag. And exactly at that moment, there was a teacher right next to her. There was a teacher right next to her, and then saw that she was pointing at my bag. And then I heard her like say something to her friend next to the teacher, and the teacher immediately starts walking towards me.
I'm sorry,
I was
but the
like,
closet is
like,
disturbing
like,
to me.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Why does it look
I
like
didn't
there's
do
something
anything
in the closet?
And then the teacher was like, the teacher said, she looked at me, and then she's like, it doesn't look like the nice young men on your backpack are in dress code. What do you mean? What do you mean they're not in dress code? I swear to God, I didn't think dress code
What I thought was
applied to
gonna
fictional
happen.
people on your backpack. Fictional printed pictures on your backpack. And she's like, it doesn't look like that they're in school uniform. And I'm like, well, what do you want them to wear? Like colored shirts? Like... And then she's like,
They're
the
shirtless.
shoulders are not covered. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't wear this backpack outside. You can't wear this backpack in our school. It is never that deep. It is never that deep. Okay. A backpack with printed anime men, yaoi, ships, whatever it is. I love Yuri too. Like, it's never that deep. So that's how I got in trouble. And I got one dress code violation, and I will not be wearing this backpack to school. I cannot wear this backpack to school.
You have 2 of them. You have 2 of them. Wear it for since it's vampire
Can't stop listening to
ASMR.
Vampire
Okay.
ASMR, AD audio drama CDs, okay? And my
What
mom
is
thinks I'm going
this?
crazy.
ASMR?
This is such a comical moment, okay? Because I ordered all these drama CDs, okay? They look like this. Sometimes
These drama
they always have like
CDs?
these anime dudes who are like vampires sucking blood on like the cover, right? And yeah, so
Okay.
they kind of just look like this. And they come in.
Is that
these
ASMR for
packages,
real?
Like they're wrapped up in like newspaper because I buy them from eBay. Just like individual people who like mail them to me, and there's just these embarrassing diabolic lover drama CDs with vampires on them. And I think my mom thinks I'm a loser now, but that's okay because I'm
That's
serious
fine.
about this. I'm serious about Diabolic Lovers. Let me explain it to you, okay? So this is Diabolic Lovers, and Diabolic Lovers is actually it's like a story. It
I don't
originally
think
started
I
off as
watched
a drama
it.
CD company thing from Rejet, and they started it back in like 2014, 13. I don't even
drama
know.
CD?
It's a super old franchise, and then they turned it into an otome game, which is like a reverse harem dating game where you get to choose like routes and stuff, and then they turned it into an anime. And I just want to tell you that the plot is so perfect, and I love all of the characters. Okay, and
I never
everything
even
the
watched
development
it.
of
What
all
even
of them
is
so
it?
good. And yeah,
What
it's
is
really well done for
this?
that, and for also being problematic, but I'll get into that later. So basically, it's about this girl called Yui Kamori, right? And I'm literally Yui Kamori. I'm the same age and same height as her, so I'm basically Yui Kamori, okay? And basically, Yui Kamori, her dad is like a priest or something, and her dad sacrifices her to like the family called the Sakamaki family of vampires. And
She
yeah,
will
so she's
be
basically
a
there
great
so they can, like, suck her
comedian.
blood. And
You'll
yeah.
be a comedian one day.
And she doesn't
I
even know
can
that
see
she's
your
gonna go
future.
there until like one day she just like shows up, and then like these nice gentlemen are there waiting for her. And they didn't know she was coming either. So I'll explain to you like the different routes and the different characters and which one is my favorite. So basically, this is Ayato, and I hate him. I hate
Okay.
Ayato. He calls Yui, main character, or like you, he calls her Chichinashi, which basically means like flat-chested, but they translate it into like the English translation as pancake, which is crazy. So he's just like pancake, come here, or like stuff like that.
Pancake.
It's so funny.
So
And then, like, I hate him because he throws the main character into a pool like twice, and then he like dives
so
in after her to
stupid.
save her
This
when
is-
she like when he realizes he doesn't know how to swim. Like that's such a major oral loss. Like that is the number one major oral loss, and he has like no personality. Like they all have
Yes,
really well developed
it is.
personality,
It
but
is.
compared to the rest, not that much. Okay, Kanado, he mogs everybody in terms of personality, like character writing, character development. Because this guy, he is insane. He's like the Yandere character type, but when you think Yandere, you think of like, oh, Yandere Simulator. You think of like that kind of Yandere. This
Oh
guy,
my.
he's Yandere. Like he's serious. He's
Yandere,
actually crazy. So
Yandere?
he has
Really?
like mom issues, so he carries around this like teddy bear with him wherever he goes in like the whole house, and he's like attached to it. Like you cannot separate him from his teddy bear.
Why?
And the reason
Why
is
is
because
this
he
a
carries
thing?
his mom's
Why?
ashes inside his teddy bear, and in one
Is
of
she
the
gonna
mangas,
go on a
they have,
rant
like, the
about-
manga
is
series,
how
like, a
long
big
does this
franchise.
rant?
He like manipulates the main character into eating his mom's ashes, and then he's like, oh, like is it all mixed in? Are you kidding me? This guy's actually.
This is a 10-minute rant! I can't listen to 10 minutes of this. Razzie, what are you making me watch? Razzie! This is a 10-minute rant about diabolical lovers. I don't know. I'm gonna watch all of this. Fuck it.
Freak, bro.
I'm
He's
watching
such a
all of
freak.
this.
I don't know, like. his
Fuck
character is the
everything.
best
Fuck my
written.
life,
This guy
actually.
freaks me out. He is genuinely horrifying. And
He's
he-
horrifying.
One of the
Well,
routes
if-
too,
if
he
he's
like,
horrifying,
manipulates
why
the
do you
main
like
character into
him?
killing his whole family.
Why
because
do you
of
like
his
him?
love for me. I can't. And he collects wax dolls, like of women or whatever. It's crazy. He is absolutely insane.
I mean, I see that!
His route, he stabs the main character with a fork continuously. He just stabs her with a fork. I don't know how anybody can like him. He's too much. Anyway, this is Lido. He's also pretty messed up. Like I think he's like second in like the whole lineup, but he also has mom problems.
What
and
is
basically
up
his
with
mom,
these
like,
guys?
very explicitly abused him as a kid, so he does the same thing to the main character. And yeah, and he calls her bitch tan, which is pretty
Just
crazy.
videos.
Like bitch tan, and then he wears like this ugly fedora in like basically every other picture of him. This is just like a illustration from the Reject Cafe
Yeah, the
like
fedora.
pop-up
I like
image
fedoras,
from
though.
like 2015 or something.
All these
This
men
guy is
seem
my
like
favorite.
trash,
Oh
not
my
gonna
God.
lie.
My like this is the love.
All
of my
these
life.
men
This is
seem like
Shu
trash.
Sakamaki. Okay, good. Like this is Shu Sakamaki, and everybody agrees with me. Okay, he's been ranked #1 on the popularity ranking polls since
Why?
like forever, like since the whole game, everything.
Okay,
since
why?
everything started, he's been #1. So everybody gets me. Okay, but the cool thing
Everybody
about him is because he's so nonchalant. Like he's so like nonchalant. They don't like nobody. Like he's like the lazy kind. He's always napping and sleeping around the
I feel
manor.
scared.
And,
I'm not gonna
even
watch
though he's,
this
like, the
now.
eldest, like, the head of the family, he's
I
so
wasn't
chill.
even gonna
And,
watch
like,
it
he'll
before,
come
but
and
now I
take
don't want to
responsibility.
watch it for
But he's also
sure.
like kind of like sadistic inside, and he's also like deeply traumatized. Like he'll be like sucking her blood, and then he'll be like get flashbacks to how his like best friend died in a fire when he was a kid. So that's pretty crazy.
That's
and he's
random.
Like, stay away from me. I'm trying to
That
protect
is
you. kind of guy.
random.
So yeah,
That is
he's
so
Subaru.
random,
He's,
bro.
like,
That
a
is so
good
random.
balance. And this is Subaru. He's like probably the best, the nicest one here, even though he's not very nice.
He's-
But none of them are very nice people.
None of them are
He's
nice
like a
people to watch.
tsundere, and he punches walls, and yeah,
punches
he's just kind
walls.
of crazy. But he's like objectively the best one, even though he has anger issues. This is Reiki. He's like your classic like otome, like strict guy who has like
Strict
obsessive
guy.
manners or whatever. And yeah, you can kind of guess like what he's like and how he treats the main character. And he like makes her drink poison tea. Like he lies to her, and then he like breaks his like teacups on her, and then like pours tea on her, and like that kind of stuff. And yeah, so Diabolic Lovers is like, it was really popular a bunch of years ago, like 2015 is probably like when it peaked, and then like when the anime came out, that's when it peaked. But now nobody likes it anymore. But you can still find a ton of fan translations and fan work online. Like people have translated the whole game. So the thing about it is,
All these men are trash.
B can only be found on PSP.
All these men are
They don't even have
trash.
official translations. Like Reject doesn't translate, and they don't even sell it in America. So
Sorry.
or anywhere outside of Japan or China. So it's all fully just like fans who are
What
working to
the
play this game,
heck?
and fans who have translated the whole
A guy
game
that
in
will
English.
stab
And I
you.
think
A
it's
guy
so
that
crazy. I
will
think
poison
people
you.
underestimate the love for like little characters. I think it's amazing.
A guy that has
And
anger
even
issues
drop
and will
CDs,
punch
drop
walls.
CDs are like fully translated on like blogs and on Tumblr. They've been my best friend. Like I have a ton of these, and I've been buying more. But like I just listen to the drama CD,
Why?
and then I like read the translation so I can catch up on the lore and stuff. I love this stuff so much. Okay.
How do you love this?
That's why
Why
you should
do
get
you
into
love
it, okay?
this?
Because like the story and the plotline and the routes are so
Why?
good. And look at all the characters. Look at all the characters. Okay.
Why do you
You'll
love
them so
this
much. Everyone
girl?
has a favorite.
Why?
Like I got two of my friends into them. One of them really likes Kanado because he's like a freak, and then another one likes Laito. So yeah.
How do
they're
people?
both
What?
really- That's kind of crazy. But
What?
yeah, but don't be like.
Is this real?
Everybody says like that.
Is this a real obsession?
Because like whatever.
Is this a real? Is this a real obsession?
Because they only watched the anime, didn't play the game.
What is this?
So, yeah. Anyway, so basically, I bought this new drama CD, and it should be coming tomorrow, right? It's this one.
Watch the Getting Fired by a Lesbian as soon as this one is over.
It, and it's like
How long is? There's still
the versus
more.
ones, it's like there's two characters in like one CD, so this one's coming soon. Even though I don't have a CD player right now, but I really need it. And I'll play like a clip of it for you. It's so fun.
It's about this show. I can't.
Color pancake.
I can't. Why is this why?
When is the king gonna speak?
I can't even tell how his voice actually sounds like. What is?
Pretty sure
I'm starting to
this was
regret
like
my
in
life.
the basement and then she's like
Oh no. Okay. Ah, my.
like about Kanado, he's actually crazy. Like some of these
Some are crazy.
like,
After you describe the story, it sure seems crazy.
This is why I can't tell anybody I like this because it's so embarrassing.
Oh, it's
Like, when I tell you the plot is good, the plot is really good. Okay.
What is the plot? What is the plot outside of suffering?
And the whole gothic vibe is like unmatched. Like the edits, like the art style, especially, it's both nostalgic
It's gothic.
and everything. Oh my god, I love it so much. But the fans are also insane.
Yeah, I see.
Comments about some of the characters. Okay.
I
so
see.
it's like,
I see that the fans are
shoot,
insane.
The subtle level of sadness that makes me go crazy. Not to mention whenever he steps up as the eldest son, despite being so unmotivated, is the best. Oh my god. I was like, okay, that one is.
We're watching this random girl that Razzie told me to watch, and now
I go crazy for Kanado-kun, Sunya, and personality. I want to become one of his wax dolls. I love you, Kanado-kun. I shall continue to love you forever.
What is
I mean, this
this?
one is, even though he's the master type, I never felt like he was being unreasonable because
A fan of a series called Diabolical Lovers.
Carrot and stick. I've been totally tamed. I'm like, oh my god, what is this? And then it's like, Ayato's is like, I struggle every day because I love Ayato so much. He's the guy I love the most.
We're almost done with this.
I want
1
to
minute,
die without
guys.
letting me dry in my blood. I love him so much.
Are we reading through the comments? This is crazy. These are crazy comments.
These are insane. The fans are crazy. Like, I was intoxicated.
I see.
Like, what are you even saying? But anyway, like, some of these fans are so insane. I don't even know what to do. Like,
You're
Shu's
insane.
birthday a while back, and I was
But
like,
that's okay. You'll be a
and I
great
was like,
comedian.
oh, like, it's Shu's birthday. I'm gonna, like, repost some posts.
Yeah, I
and
do.
talk about how much I love him. And then I see this girl. Her whole room is covered with Shu Sakamaki, like, merch. And
That's
then there's,
crazy.
like, a cake in front of her, and it says, happy birthday. And
These are real
I was
fans.
out-shoot. I knew right there. I was out Shu fan. I didn't even know what to say. And I was like, oh, I want to be best friends with her. And then I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to be best friends with her because she might be crazy. But yeah, so anyway, you should totally get into this because there's no new like fan stuff and all of that. And it's kind of depressing. I'm sad. And I just want more people to talk about this. Bye.
It's okay. I see that. So we're gonna watch the Getting Fired by the Lesbians. What do you mean she gets fired by lesbians? Got fired from my job over a Chinese. Are you talking about this one? Rousey, is it this one? A huge fan behind me. I think Pun might count as one. I think Pun counts. But it's definitely like my number one at the moment. Mostly at everything. It's mostly Pun. Got fired from my job over Chinese lesbian. Is it this one? Yes, okay. Yes, Pun.
I got fired from my job over
undercover Chinese lesbians, okay?
Okay.
Like, I used to work at a bakery, right? Past tense.
Used to
Until
work
this
as
whole
a
Chinese
bakery.
lesbian thing happened, okay? Because they were, let me start off, this is not a great work environment, okay? They were low-key exploiting us, and there were diddies, there were actually P-diddies working there. There were not great people working there. So it's not really a loss. But, so like, I worked in the front desk, okay? Like, at the front place, I'd be like, here's your cake, here's your cake, here's your cake. And then, so I was working at that cake place.
Okay, so you worked at a cake place.
He's like, can you play some music for the bakery? And I'm like, okay. And then my like coworker's like, I love La Seraphim Chewan. Can you play Chewan? So I'm like,
Shayla.
Okay, lesbian.
Shayla.
But the first two letters of lesbian also happen to be the first two letters of La Seraphim. So I searched it up, and then they're like, oh, lesbians in the past YouTube search history. And I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, that's just a little bit odd, right? But
yeah.
An hour later, I'm like, I want to listen to some Chaperone. So I get the phone. CH. CH also happens to be the first two letters of Chinese lesbians. And guess what was in the search history? And then I completely forgot about this. Like, he took a bunch of pictures of like the search history and then he sent it to everybody. He's like, haha, that's so funny. I'm like, oh, okay. So like a bunch of months later, I like remember this. I'm like, oh, like remember the time that we like saw like that in the search history? And then I was like, and then she was like, oh yeah, I remember. And I'm like, oh, I saw like the pictures of the search history. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, can I see?
The
and I was
search
like, okay,
history?
Yeah, so I sent it to her, and I thought I sent it to her, but I accidentally sent it to the work group chat with his wife in it. And so when I send it to that group chat, I leave my phone for 5 hours, okay? I don't go back to my phone for 5 hours. And then after those 5 hours, I come back to like 30 missed calls, and then like my friend responded to the picture with, oh, this is the Boston search history. She literally like gave my picture context. And then his wife, we did not know his wife was in that group chat either. So his wife responded, no adrenaline, buck and rage, mango, like this long of a message to it.
That's insane.
Why are you saying this? Like, what's going on? And then she's like, and then apparently she was scared. They were like implying that her husband was cheating on her by watching lesbians on like YouTube or something. Like, oh my god, what is wrong with Chinese lesbians? Are you guys homophobic or something? I love Chinese lesbians. I don't know what's wrong. And this is my sign to tell you to not go work in a place where they're literally like days where they're literally like low key exploiting you, because this is what's gonna happen to you. And I'm starting to believe that it's true. I'm starting to believe that he is the one searching up Chinese lesbians, because they keep changing their story. They're like, oh, we haven't used this phone in a long time. Or they're like,
dang, he's making up excuses.
And they didn't tell anybody about it.
Excuses.
Like, shh, we don't trust you. You can leave. They didn't tell any of her parents. They didn't tell anybody who worked there. Are you joking me? Oh my god!
Okay, that's enough reacting for today. That is enough reactions for today.